Hello, my name is Wayne Long, and I'm here with the Hyman family. I've been doing business with Mark for quite a while. So we have Mark on your left, his daughter Brooke beside him, and his other daughter Erica beside me. And today we wanted to talk a little bit about family in the car collecting business and the car collecting hobby. Certainly my father's who got me into that, and I wanted to talk to you, Mark, a little bit about how you got involved.
Well, it actually was never a decision that I made. I was born as a car nut. I had been a car nut my whole life, and I recall when I was a little kid, nursery school or before, I collected toy cars, and I still have them. My father had a chain of tire stores in St. Louis, so I was always around cars and mechanics. And probably when I was 8 or 9 years old, my father met a guy down in Lake of the Ozarks who had an antique car museum. And that relationship actually built into my father starting an antique tire business.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if you ever heard of Kelsey Tire Company.
Absolutely.
John Kelsey and my father have been partners since I was a little baby.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
I grew up around vintage cars. My dad started buying a couple cars when I was a kid, and I became obsessed. I mean, from the time I was a little kid, I was obsessed by cars. And I have been ever since I was a little kid. The progression was kind of a natural progression that when I went away to college, I was always into old cars, and I had a few cars when I was in college, and graduated college, I went in the real estate business, and I still had a few cars. But when I was in the real estate business, I used to walk into buildings, and I would always look around and think, I wonder how many cars I could get in this building, you know? And that was my frame of reference. In my late 20s, when the real estate business got a little tough, I was working on a master's degree in international business, and I bought a car, I sold the car, I bought a car, sold the car, and the rest is kind of history. That was 32 years ago.
Wow.
So I never made a decision to be in the car business. It just happened, and
I understand.
Even now it's what I do for fun, and it happens to make some money.
Well, that's great. What type of cars generally were you focused on when you were young? I mean, what really kind of got you fire going?
If it had 4 wheels and it had an engine, I liked it.
I understand that.
I'm really serious. When I was young, I didn't. If it could be a lawnmower, because it had wheels and an engine, I liked it. A go-kart, a train. You know, anything that had engines. You think this is funny, but this is true.
It's true.
I mean, I was obsessed by anything with engines and wheels from the time I was a kid. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about getting little cars when you were young and keeping them. Do you have a pretty good collection of toys now?
Yeah, but they're life-size now. They're real.
That's even better.
Yeah.
I've tried to keep everything I could because I love playing with the toys as much as I do with the full-size cars. So, well, tell me, how did Brooke and Erica get involved? When did that start?
When they were born. I don't think they ever had a choice. You know, when I have a photo of Erica detailing a 1911 Daimler on the other side of this hotel when she was
3.
I don't know how old you were.
3.
3 years old.
Gotta start them young.
Holy
yeah,
cow.
no. So we started bringing the kids to Amelia and to the shows when they were real little, and they just become part of the whole scene and love it.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Brooke, what are your thoughts? I mean, what do you like about what we do?
There's so many special things about the industry and the hobby. My favorite aspect, the incredible people that I meet and have relationships with. So yeah, I love the people.
Well, that's probably my number one thing too. When you go home, it's all about the memories that you build with all the people that you see at all these shows. The only thing I don't like about it is when we go home, they're not with us.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of my friends live all over the country, and I'd like to do more with them, and I feel like I kind of missed out on that. What type of cars do you like? Anything in particular that kind of sparks your interest?
I love like the French pre-war era.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful cars, beautiful cars. That's cool. How about you, Erica? What are your thoughts? When did you get involved, and what do you like most?
I
think I've been obsessed with it since I was little. Just the whole aspect of meeting people from all over the world and learning about cars. It's such a different industry and such a niche, group of people that come together. And it's awesome to, bring something else to the table. I do social media, and I like sharing this passion and niche with the world.
I agree. Tell me a little bit about your social media background. What's the name of the company that you deal with?
Hire Media.
Hire Media. And what are you doing with them right now?
I work with Concours LLC. Yesterday we just did a coastal motoring rally around the coast of Amelia Island. It was pretty amazing.
It's fun.
We loaded all the cars on a
ferry. Yeah. That was fun. I actually was part of that, so I get to be in on that. Bernie and I have a company. Bernie Martin and I have a company called Concours LLC, and we were fortunate enough to have Erica help us out with this coastal motoring tour, and it's just been amazing to work together. Because again, I'm a family guy that came through this with the family, and so to work with all of you guys together, I think it makes it more fun. And to be able to then share the hobby with people who aren't here. Because not everybody has the means or the desire to come to all these events, but they are very interested in what we're doing, and they can follow us on Facebook, or they can follow us on Twitter, or whatever social media avenue, YouTube. With Concours LLC, one of my long-term goals is to really develop the channel that we have the interviews with, so that we are more readily available, and especially the family side of it, so people can see what we're doing, and they might want to be involved, and they can reach out to you guys or to me and become part of it. So that's really what this is all about for me, and it sounds to me like it's what it's all about for you guys. So.
Well, there's two aspects of it for me when you talk about family. And my immediate family, that's the most important thing there is.
Absolutely.
But there's my car family. And
Right.
as you said, the car family is a family, it's an international, worldwide network of people, and we really are family.
We are.
I've been coming to this event since the very first time, which I believe is 26 years ago.
Wow.
And so you see people here once a year. There's a woman that works in the restaurant that's been here for 26 years. Every time I walk in the place, she gives me a big hug and kiss.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Special, yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat.
It's
And
fun.
It's really kind of what makes all this tick for me, because I mean, the business is business. You can do a lot of things that are boring to make a living. I'm a civil engineer by trade, and I did that for 21 years.
Right.
But this is what my passion is, and I can tell from talking to all of you that you have the same passion, and I think that's what this is. What makes this so much fun. So
Right.
I'm looking forward to Amelia Island 2021, and look forward to the auction tomorrow and the concours on Sunday, and we'll see if we can't buy some stuff and look at some stuff.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. I appreciate
Appreciate
it.
it.